meeting is Monday, April 12th. 2021. First item is presentation and appreciation to Tulsa County from Tulsa Regional Chamber, Tulsa Futures. Mr. Michael.
I'm glad my colleagues will be joining me. We,
He doesn't need a
thank
mic.
you so much.
Yeah, it does not need a mic.
Well, first of all, on behalf of the Tulsa Regional Chamber, we want to formalize a presentation that we made virtually in January at the Chamber's annual meeting, at which point we recognized Tulsa County as the partner, the regional partner of the year for Northeast Oklahoma. And we wanted to thank you guys for the phenomenal partnership, the extreme work that your team did last year. Everyone affiliated with the county did in regard to the CARES Act, in regard to everything pertaining to COVID. And I'm going to ask my colleagues to make a couple of brief comments, but we sincerely, our board of directors and staff just cannot thank you guys enough for the phenomenal leadership you provided this past year. So I'll ask Justin to make a comment or two, then we'll pass the mic.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I just also wanted to thank, we, at the very early stages in the pandemic, through the help of Tulsa County and Tulsa County Emergency Management, Joe Kralichek, we were able to get over 2,000 one-month kits of PPE into small businesses' hands, and that made a huge difference at a point when you couldn't buy PPE and you couldn't get hand sanitizer. And so that was a really, really big deal. And we just wanted to sincerely thank you for that. Thank you for all the work. And thank you to Joe for the logistics. He was out there. If you'd seen him out there, he was timing how long it took each car to go through. He's like, well, we got it down to, we got a minute a car. Like they've had a really good operation going. So thank you all for that.
Right.
Good morning, Commissioners. So I want to thank you from a regional tourism aspect. Clearly, you guys were innovators as we were trying to save our industry in the tourism industry, and having Expo Square and the things in the community that are really important to some 14,000 jobs in a billion-dollar industry. And without your understanding and interest in tourism, we probably wouldn't have got the money we did to save music and film and help the restaurants with Tulsa Safely, which is a message still today resonating with restaurants because everybody wants to be safe. But so again, thank you so much for being innovative and being creative in understanding what tourism does for this county. Thank you so much.
And what I'll add is you all are the conductors of the train, but the entire staff of Tulsa County really kept the tracks on the cart. So we want to also say a huge thank you to your staff. You know, all of the chief deputies were so responsive in communication constantly. Terry, the process that you set up and the transparency that was built in, the accountability that was built in. Clerk Willis, we just appreciate everything, everyone, Aaron in the budget office, just countless people that played such a role in this. And it really took the entire county and the entire community. So we want to make sure and thank everyone personally, because you had your hand in a lot, and it was a lot to keep all of that on the tracks. Man, you were good. I mean, every I dotted and every T crossed. So thank you to the entire army of staff that made this happen.
Thank you.
Good morning. As the newest member of the executive team with the Tulsa Regional Chamber, I just want to say I'm looking forward to partnering with everyone in this room on economic development and bringing our community out of COVID and out of this pandemic and bringing jobs into our region. So thank you again for being such great partners.
Thank you.
And we will present this to, this is a 2020 award. We'll present this to the commission, but we'll present it to your 2020 chairman on behalf of the entire county commission and the entire county. We thank you all.
Mike, all three of you get up.
All three of you get up.
Mike, get your crew and just get a picture. Get a picture.
How do you want it? Just like this. Perfect. Willis.
You gotta come over here. Terry, get in there. Terry, come get in here.
Wake up, Terry.
Thanks, Dave.
Wake up, Terry.
Terry, you know what's happening.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more, somebody move. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it.
And Mike, we appreciate the partnership the county does, I know, and your organization has just hit as hard as many were and suffered the impact of it. And so had those kinds of words, we certainly appreciate it. That we certainly understand the issues of and pain that a lot of organizations felt. And hopefully we're on the road to recovery.
We're not done yet, but we're making great progress. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Next item is announcements. Project.
Weather-wise this week, we're looking really good. Just over the Wednesday, tomorrow, kind of calm down. Want to give a brief update over on Friday afternoon, we had a tornado warning. We did our damage assessment, did not locate any damage in Tulsa County. So it appears that the storm water reports were correct. We did not actually have a touchdown, just radar.
I have a question about the sirens, like when the most dangerous in Glenville, large sirens going off. What's your midtown Tulsa? Is there some way you make sure area's all covered? What's going
Well,
on?
we actually, where we sound off if the tornado polygon, the danger area that the weather service draws off, includes our area. So we did limit it down. Our dividing line is the 21st Yale, so everything south of 21st and anything north of 21st should not have sounded. So we did try to limit it as much as possible to the area that was impacted, and the area was that. And then once it crosses that 21st threshold, with the Yale threshold, we then revisit it and we turn it down to just the area that is covered by asphalt.
Joe, we had some systems that were down. I remember we talked about that. Have they been repaired?
We are still in the process of getting that repaired. That is not a fast process to do. We're still waiting for the insurance company to issue the check for us to go.
Okay, and where was that location?
21st. Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Vince? Yes, sir.
This past Friday, we had our first of 4 park spring into action cleanup areas at O'Brien Park. We had about 25 park staff from all the different departments, 2 volunteers to help us go through. And we planted trees. We cleaned the Osage Trail from 56th Street up to Main Street to Sperry. That generated about 3 pickup loads of trash along the entire lane. One of the business owners came out, thanked us for cleaning up the trail. So that was really nice to have that. And we also, in addition to that, we sodded some lawn areas of some places that were needed and cleaned up at the spring. And we will be at Hickey Creek this Friday, Chandler Park down on the 23rd, and Fortune on the 30th. We continue until we pretty much do the rest of our spring cleaning at the rest of our facilities. We also are a site, one of 4 sites from the American Heart Association Tulsa Park Walk. It is a self-paced interactive route. So if you go around the Fortune Park, there's an app that you log into and you use the Fortune Park to kind of self-pace it, go around there to get your miles.
Great. Thank you. Who else? Yes. Okay.
Just a reminder that open enrollment will start next Monday, a week from today. And we'll be, of course, sending out lots of reminders. Everyone must enroll, and we'll have different sessions where people can make appointments if they need help. If not, there's tools online And to start reminding your staff that it's coming up in a week. And we're also having a trainer session this Friday.
Great.
Two things. I want to share with the commission that my pharmacy staff is trying to repurpose the field just a little bit. They are, now that we are open and people are coming into the building, we have face-to-face interaction with our program participants. We are asking them if they have had their vaccine and have they got their appointment lined up. Most of these individuals do not have the capability of going remotely and setting up an appointment. So we have scheduled over 75 individuals to come in and get their, set them up for their 2 vaccines. And I think that's
awesome.
Really cool that they didn't even talk to them about it. They just started doing it on their own, jump off. This afternoon, the long-term recovery committee from the 2019 floods will be meeting. This is the first time that we have met. It's by Zoom. As a group, we've all been functioning, the various committees have been functioning sort of independently without putting the big group together. We believe that we will complete the recovery, we hope, by June the 1st. And that is our target goal. It appears that we, no one expected major damaged homes come to our attention. We expect that we will have at least adequate funding to get most of the damage repaired on the remaining homes. And so we're doing disaster recovery is not easy. And then when you put a pandemic on top of it, it's made it even more challenging. And from the word go, we lost all of our volunteers, which normally do quite a bit of the repairs on the homes that were damaged. And we had to shift over to contractors, and that's way more expensive than your normal sort of load of. But hopefully we're going to draw that one down here quickly, and then we will probably start shifting over to damages relating to the winter weather that we experienced.
Thank you.
Never ending.
Yeah. Anyone else? Teresa, do you have anything on the Dollar General store that we work with DEQ, and were you aware of some of that? Yeah. Well, we'll give a report on that later. Yes.
They, after receiving warning citations from the health department and the youth, they cleaned up the hurt.
Yeah, we had, it was Dollar General that had a driveway, I guess, in the kind of the back rear entrance off of 56th Street. I mean, it was horrendous. We had county crews in there picking it. It was a dumping site. We would clean up our end on our roadways, and then it would just blow in. Had to go to corporate office and threaten violations, but it worked, and they did a great job. Yeah.
They set up throw cans to help prevent.
Yeah. There's a lot of people involved that got it done. So years of a problem.
Oh, just, thank you, Devin, for helping with the publicity for our cleanup in Oakhurst. Teresa, thank you for coming out. Sherry, is the brain behind our operation. She's out there today checking to make sure we haven't left too big a mess. And Adam, make sure to tell Kendra that we're really great. Health department showed up. We have ODEQ, the Met, the New Solutions, Waste Management, had a lot of partners. And Wayne came. And so George, if I can talk to you afterwards, we got an area, I need to put some cameras up to stop some contractor dumping tires. That's not made up yet, but ODEQ is going to take care of it for me, but I'd like to partner with them. So anyway, it was great. It was a lot of fun. But it made a big difference. Yep. Yeah. Thank you.
Saw Commissioner live on early morning on her own cell phone.
Gerald, how do I do that? I don't know how to do this on my cell phone. And then you're like this, so you know it's just a shot of your nose. Whatever.
Life in the fortune, you know. Mr. Peter?
Yeah, I had a great lawnmaker gun show, fairgrounds this weekend. Checked with Mark as of Saturday morning. There's been no complaints, health safety complaints from anybody. You know, if there were later on.
Well, it's great to see that many people come to Tulsa and some kind remarks from our hotel rooms that
Yeah.
very noticed. that they-
Yes.
Big, big
You
difference.
saw what the hoteliers were saying. that-
Yes,
Yes.
yes, so. Saying we're back, but we're making some strides for sure. So, good deal, good deal. Anyone else? All right, move on to the next item. Is proclamation, Board of County Commissioners recognizing the second full week of April 2021 as a National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Tulsa County. The month of April 2021 is a National 911 Education. So have a proclamation I'll read, so bear with me in the next 10 minutes, so. All right, whereas 911 is nationally recognized as the number to call in emergency to receive immediate help from police, fire, emergency medical services, and other appropriate emergency response entities. And whereas 911 was designated by Congress as a national emergency call number under the Wireless Communication and Public Safety Act of 1999. Whereas the Enhanced 911 Act of 2004 established Enhanced 911 as a high national priority as part of our nation's homeland security and public safety. And whereas people of all ages use 911, and it's critical to educate the public of all ages on proper use of 911. Whereas a growing segment of the population, including the deaf, hard of hearing, deaf, blind, and individuals with speech disabilities increasingly communicate with the non-traditional text, video, and instant messaging communication services, and anticipate that those services will be able to connect directly to 911. And whereas thousands of 911 calls are made every day by children properly trained on the use of 911, resulting in lives saved, and underscores the critical importance of training children early in life about 911. And whereas there is widespread misuse of 911 system, including prank and non-emergency calls, which can result in costly, inefficient use of 911 and emergency response resources. Whereas the safety of our law enforcement officers and paramedics and firefighters is dependent upon the quality and accuracy of information obtained from citizens who telephone the Tulsa Regional Emergency Communications Center. And whereas public safety telecommunications are the first and most critical contact our citizens have with emergency services. And whereas the public safety telecommunications are the single vital link for our law enforcement officers, paramedics, and firefighters by monitoring their activities by radio, providing them with information, ensuring their safety. And whereas public safety telecommunications at the Tulsa Regional Emergency Communications Center have contributed substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatment of patients and whereas each public safety telecommunicator has exhibited compassion, understanding, professionalism during the performance of their job in the past year. Now, therefore, we, Commissioners of Tulsa County, do hereby proclaim the second full week of April 2021 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Tulsa County in honor of the men and women who diligently and professionally keep our city and citizens safe. The Tulsa County Commissioners do hereby proclaim the month of April 2021 as National 911 Education Month. I call upon the government officials, parents, teachers, school administrators, caregivers, business leaders, nonprofit organizations, and the people of the United States to observe this month with training, events, and activities to educate the public on 911 and its service, proclaiming this 11th day of April 2021. Sarah?
Great.
I just want to say that I'm accepting on behalf of Ken Stewart and all the fine folks at 911. They really do a wonderful job, not only for our citizens, but for the safety of our deputies and everybody that's out there serving the public. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. You do a tremendous amount of good, and I want to thank the CARES Committee for the expansion and moving of the 911 center to the new facility. I know it's not up and running, but I encourage all the commissioners to go by and take a look when it's up. It's pretty impressive and will serve our constituents and the citizens of Tulsa County well. So thank you as well.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Next item is minutes, Board of County Commissioners meeting of April 5th, 2021.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Next item, reports for March 2021, County Clerk, Court Clerk, Election Board.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Unfinished business, bid openings for highways, sign delineators, post brackets, and markers.
J&A Traffic Products. And Accessory Square.
Move to refer to highways and procurement for review and recommendation.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Next item, bid award and recommendations for Tulsa County Departments for paper stock and Midland paper.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Next item, addendums, Tulsa County Departments, there's two, Tulsa County Departments. Notice to bidders for deodorizing agents and cleaners set to open on 4/19, and Tulsa County Maintenance Garages, number one. Notice to bidders for automotive batteries set to open 4/19/2020.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. B, amendment number one, Tulsa County Departments to bid award to dairy products to Highland Dairy.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Action items, A, G, diesel, gasoline and diesel fuel quotes as weekend 4/19/2021.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Item B, the appointment of Michael Willis to the Tulsa International Airport Development Trust.
Approval.
Second. Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes, there was no one else.
I have to
Just kidding. A reappointment, I should say, yeah. Item C, request for approval, assessor's claim for reimbursement for additional homestead exemption. Board of County, take all these, this Board of County Commissioners has two. Notice to proceed with Stava Builder Corp. for the HQ headquarters building. And then Workman's Comp Multiple Injury Trust Fund for assessment report.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. And then Human Resources has two for the plan sponsor web portal for access for Valerie Baldwin and Z Zun.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Next item, resolution, Board of County Commissioners authorize transfer of bond proceeds from the maintenance facility from District 1 to maintenance facility to District 3.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Item E, tort claim district attorney for Doris Emery.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. And then agreements, Board of County Commissioners for ANCOG to facilitate administrator for the CPACE program.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. And then building operations for Lighthouse Electric for fire alarm sales monitoring inspections for HQ building.
Approval.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Court clerk J.D. Young and Kelsey Systems has two rental service for bottleless water purification at the court clerk's office at 500 South Denver and the court clerk's warehouse at Apache Street.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes, an election board with 10X Software Solutions.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes, juvenile bureau with Chess Mobile Health.
Approval.
Second. Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. In parks with Bob Harvey and for the O'Brien Park for vending, and then Tulsa Disc Sports Association for use of the Chandler Park disc golf.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes, and the sheriff has ImageNet Consulting for lease and services.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Item G, agreement renewal for human resources, McAtee and Cassidy, renewal of CMF.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Inventory resolutions. IT has one, sheriff has two.
Approval resolutions.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Utility permit from the engineers, Washington County Rural Water District number 3, across 126th Street North.
Approval.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Travel training for Board of County Commissioners, Carrie Cogdill, Mike Craddock.
Approval.
Second.
Peters, Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Item K, personal actions. We have 8, administrative services, building operations, board services, election board inspections, IT, parks, and social services.
Approval.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. And then L, juvenile bureau, personal actions, accept and file.
Accept and file.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Then claims to be disallowed, we have several, for Haley Billings, City of Tulsa, Home Front Protector Group, and Oklahoma State Council for Human Resource Management.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. And claims?
Pay bills.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Blanket purchase orders, emergency purchase orders submitted 4/5/9/2021.
Move approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Item P, COVID-19 update, Mr.Rodacek.
All right, so this week we have a total of 73,012 total number of cases, 72,684. Recovered, we have 70,976, up from 70,831. Our active number of cases is 1,022, which is down from 1,059 this time last week. Our deaths, we have 1,014, up from 794. However, those deaths are not recent. The increase is due to alignment between state numbers and CDC numbers. The state went back and reviewed their numbers, and they had mistallied and drastically. Our 7-day rolling average is 36.9 new cases a day, up from 43.7. In the hospital, we have 32 active cases, 10 of which are in the ICU. We are working currently with FEMA to bring in additional resources. We're going to be working with the Tulsa Health Department, FEMA, to set up a vaccination clinic for Tulsa at TCC Northeast Campus. Start next Wednesday. The aim is to do 41,000 shots a week. So we're going to really to help push that message out to sign up for the state vaccination. Yes.
Do you have something you can send about that? I want to push this out, especially to our West Siders to take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Can you help me with
I
that?
look forward to that to you. So,
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Anything else? You're good? Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Next item is the CARES ERAP ARP update. Gary, nothing really to action items today, still ongoing discussions and waiting on guidance.
Yeah.
More guidance. So, okay. All right. Next item, executive session with our district attorney.
Go into executive session.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.